It is a very um, normal thing for people to wish for better days, and although a majority of people generally of all climes and all walks of life, they hope that these better days are most likely going to come from the future. But some others also think that these better days are the days that have, gone past. And because of this, most people spend their days in melancholic, attitude, reminiscing about things that happened in the past and how life was easier and safer and a lot more easy compared to what they are facing in the present, and also considering the trajectory of how things could become in the future. This is very common to us because, for instance, if you are a well-meaning member of society currently, no matter where you are in the earth, no matter which part of the globe that you are, you realize that we are all looking to the future with heightened anxiety. In other words, we do not know what next year or 2 years from now. We don't know what it will be. We don't know what it will bring. So when we think about the future, we think about the future with heightened anxiety. We do not know what's going to happen. And we have this foreboding, especially with our knowledge of theology and religious prophecies. We have this apocalyptic idea hanging over our heads. And for those of us who are actively participating in the social media, you realize that speculations and controversies concerning a likely event of global cataclysm, global destruction of the human race, these controversies, the speculations have become more and more common. You can't go through 2 or 3 videos online without spotting a video of somebody talking about the end times or what's going to happen in the future or something bad. You hardly see a video where someone is trying to project, something useful, something meaningful to human race collectively. Everyone who's trying to project into the future, into the likely future of the human race, is always coming up with apocalyptic stories, and it's really, really distressing, I tell you. It is not the fault of anyone, really. What we have today in our world is what we have made it to become. Somebody said that it is not wise, hoping for things to return to the way they were in the past. But we can't help but hope, we can't help but desire these things when life was a lot easier, when it was less complicated, when it was all about, getting education, getting a career, raising a family, watching your kids grow and become men and women of their own, enjoying your old age, and sleeping with your ancestors. I mean, this was the norm in the past. But currently, the whole thing is so alternated. Those who are educated do not find careers, or do not find suitable careers to complement their education. Those who start up families end up breaking up. The rate of divorces is alarming. And because of this instability in marriages and families today, you find that children always get the worst part of the whole thing, because they are the ones who are affected the most from broken homes. The likelihood, there's an 80% chance that a child raised in a broken home it's an 80% chance that that child is prone to depression than a child that is raised in a family, a united family where both parents are together. And that is why the world today is filled with young people all over the globe who are sad, depressed, suicidal. They loathe themselves, they hate themselves and hate society. They are antisocial, they are criminal. And all of these things compile into the bigger problem we have, which is the future of humanity. It is about humanity. We do not know where we are going to. We do not know what will become of us. And it is scary. Most people turn to religions, turn to their faith to find respite, to find healing, to find consolation for their suffering. But the truth is, currently even religions are also pointing to the same apocalyptic end that every other person is thinking about. The Muslims are talking about the coming of a certain false Messiah who is going to overturn the whole thing in the world, everything in the world. The Christians are talking about the signs of the formation of a one world government where a false prophet is going to come up and overturn the whole world. Judaism believe the same about the end time. Everybody just thinks the world's going to come to an end. And now there is a global anxiety because of artificial intelligence. Everybody is complaining about artificial intelligence. Even professional computer engineers, professional software engineers, professionals in the field of software and engineering, they are all having the same opinion that artificial intelligence there is a 50-50 chance that artificial intelligence is gonna spell the end of humanity, the end of civilization as we know it. And when something is 50-50, then it's a really unfavorable odd. But despite this, artificial intelligence has received, a widespread acceptance across different industries of the world. Young people, old people, corporations, governments have jumped into the utilization of artificial intelligence for different purposes. And at this rate, considering how much information, how much data is being fed into the internet, is being fed into artificial intelligence softwares all across the world, at this rate, 10 years from now, artificial intelligence is going to become super intelligent. There will be nothing in this earth that the AI will not be able to do or will not be able to know or deduce. The next 10 years, with the way things are going, machines will be more human than human beings themselves. And we all know that as human beings, we are the primary problem of this planet. Every human knows that. And in the likely situation that artificial intelligence machines come to this conclusion that the world will be better off without human beings, or that the world will be better off if the activities of human beings, if the human civilization is put under severe limitations. Not talking about the other things that may happen. You can create anything with artificial intelligence. You can make a video of anyone. You can make anybody's voice with AI. You can do anything currently with AI. And as time goes by, as more and more people keep tapping into the awesomeness of artificial intelligence, it keeps evolving, right? With every usage, with every information it receives, it gets smarter, it gets bigger and more powerful. So that one AI is capable of forming a connection with every single smart computer in the globe. So that anyone who has a phone, radio, television set, a car, anyone at all, one AI has the capacity to connect itself to every single device that has any sort of link to the internet. And today we find people living in smart houses where their homes are controlled by softwares and internet, where they just lay on their bed and call their home assistants to turn off the lights, turn on the heater, to open the gate. Some driving automated cars, vehicles, they just sit back and punch their phones and the vehicle will be driving itself. You see, most corporations just sit back and code an AI that automatically, goes through every step of their business without anyone doing anything, from production to distribution, controlled by artificial intelligence. I mean, think about it. And this will mean that all the things that we've been seeing in Hollywood movies concerning the earth, the end of humanity, the battles between humanity and machines and things like that, are going to come out, are going to become something that happen in reality. And it's not even a joke. That is just one of our problems. But the truth, I always see, is never in the past. The solution is not in the past. Why? Because that past that every single one of us is hoping to return to is the same thing that gave birth to this future. So it doesn't matter if we go back to the past. For those of us who think that the past was a lot more better and we wish we could go back in time. If we go back in time, if that wish is granted, there is a 99.9 likelihood that we will end up in this same position again. So the solutions to our problem does not lie in the past, rather it lies in the present, where we are, what we are doing, what we could be doing.